So we all know that Taylor Swift has been very successful lately, and I've kind of been obsessed with her for the last few months. And I found this Taylor Swift bingo board the other day, and I thought, this is the perfect video idea. So I am going to be randomly spinning a wheel to figure out which book I'm going to read next, and Taylor Swift is just going to help me pick out my next reads. The best book in this whole video is at the very end. I'm so sorry it just turned out that way, but it is such a good book. I spent a while, I kind of had a lot of fun making this. I just had a really good idea. Wait, give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. Okay, so here's our new wheel. I love this picture of her. I think she looks like absolutely beautiful in this picture. Okay, let's just roll. I'm putting it off because I'm nervous. But I don't know why I'm nervous. There's no need to be nervous. I had a lot of fun making this wheel. Oh my gosh, look at her spin. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so funny, actually. Okay, is that all 12? Oh! Not gonna lie, I didn't want this one on the first one. Oh my gosh. Okay. It turns out Last Great American Dynasty is actually a historical fiction book. Kill me now. Okay, just in case you didn't know, I actually hate historical fiction. It scares me to death. It literally scares me. But I do have a few historical fiction books. I haven't read any of them because it scares me, but I'll pull them out. Okay. Last Great American Dynasty. To be honest, I'm not very well versed in the historical fiction. They usually talk about really sad, dark things because history is a really sad, dark place. So the goal of this whole video is to kind of get through my physical TBR, so we're not going to be buying any books for this video. My friend really likes this book. She recommended it to me, so I feel like I'm going to get to this eventually. So, I think I have to read this book. Yeah, so I've had this book for probably 2 years and I haven't read it yet because historical fiction, I don't think I have the emotional capacity to deal with that right now. You know what? It's okay. I haven't had a really good cry in a long time. Maybe I'm due. You know, maybe it's time for me to have a really nice cry. Alright, so I made it to about 150. My thoughts so far are just that it's going really slowly. I gotta be honest, this is kind of the opposite of what I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be really sad and basically like a lot of action because it's about a war, but almost nothing has happened. Sometimes I have a hard time picking this up. I'm not as motivated as I wish I was, and and I'm moving through this very slowly, but I will get there eventually, hopefully. But yeah, I'm almost halfway into the book, and so far, not terrified, just a little bored. So. Hi. Okay. I can't believe I'm finally saying this, but I finished this freaking book. This book was, it was something. It was over 500 pages long. I don't know why that didn't, like, register in my brain that this would be a longer book. But it was, and it took me literally forever to get through it. I think since I already know I don't love historical fiction, and this is historical fiction, I don't think... It's not really a bad review from me. 3 stars isn't bad. I thought it was a very, very beautiful story, and I really loved like the climax of the story. It was so interesting to me, but basically the rest of the book, I was pretty bored and kind of just wishing I was done with it. I will say I do like the writing style in this book. It was like short chapters, just very beautiful lyrical writing, but also then they were like lyrical about certain things where I was like, ooh, why are we focusing on that? I don't know. I also enjoyed both point of views in this book, which doesn't often happen. Usually there's like one that's really exciting and one that you're kind of just like, can we get through this? But I actually really liked both point of views. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this book 3 stars. Okay guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That first book wasn't the best choice as a first book. It was really slow, and it could have gone better. I can see why this is a challenge. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we are. We've got our wheel back. Let me grab something. Okay, are you so ready? I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. Oh wow, this is just so, all too well. Oh, last time we almost got all too well also. 7. Okay, I have no clue what 7 is. I have no clue what 7 is. Oh, you guys, we're getting bingo. Okay, so 7 is a book with a number in the title. Okay. Let's look around. A book with a number in the title. Oh. I do have The 7 Husbands of Eglin Hebo. Oh, I found another one. Okay. This one is also a really good choice because it's a nonfiction book. And one of my goals was to pick books that I wouldn't normally read, and you know, I never read the nonfiction books I buy. It isn't like this. Hi, we need to talk about this book, okay? I don't read nonfiction very often, okay? I will start with that preface because for people who are better at taking in information like this might be more enjoyable to them. But so far, what I really just want to point out is that I'm annotating like heavily, and I'm trying very hard to understand this book. This information goes in one ear, maybe in one eye, out the other. It just feels very disorganized to me. He's making some very good points in here. Granted, there are some things that I disagree with, but that's gonna be with any nonfiction book, you know. I'm mostly just forcing myself to read this, and I feel like I'm not getting very much out of it. But regardless, we're going to finish it, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. But right now it's kind of wrapping up to be maybe a 2-star. I was right. This book is going to be a 2-star read for me. It kind of feels weird to rate nonfiction, especially when I know that I'm not a nonfiction girly. Like, I don't know, I feel like his information could be useful, it could be helpful, but I'm just not good at like internalizing advice when it's in long form. Finn agrees, it's just harder. I think that's why I like Pinterest so much, because hold on, why is this such a weird angle? Okay, that's better. I was going to say, I think that's why I like Pinterest so much, because I like my advice in short form. Listen, I love reading long, chunky books about character development and world building and symbolism, you know, but when it comes to my life, the shorter the better, you know? I don't think it was this book's fault. I think just for the sake for you guys to understand how much I enjoyed it, I'm going to give it 2 stars. Okay, moving on. Okay, hi. What is up? It's been quite a while since I filmed anything for this video, but I'm pulling myself together and we're back and we're gonna pick another one. I will say I'm very nervous because I can't handle another like mind draining book. Like, I need a book that I want to read, not one that I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea if I do read this. Basically, I just need a cute romance, maybe some fantasy sprinkled in there. That's what I need right now. Time to roll. I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, please give me a good one. No. No. Oh, please. Oh, please. I already know what the prompt is for this one. I don't even have to look. I'm actually gonna cry. No, this is not good. I can't do it. I can't. Okay, this is fine. The other bad news is that it's not helping us with our bingo yet. Okay. I'm quitting. I'm quitting reading. This is okay. Okay. I'm not reading this. I don't know when I pulled it out. This book is 800 pages long. How many pages is this? This one's over 500 pages long. I might cry from relief. Oh my gosh. The amount of stress that I got when I saw the prompt was unparalleled. Don't recommend it. But luckily this one is like mixed media, so there's a lot of pages that have like less text. See, like this is one word over and over again. I think I'm gonna get through it pretty fast. Okay, so I was able to get the audiobook for this book. I really wanted it because I heard that it was a full cast and it was just really exciting, and I wanted to see how they did these kind of weird pages with, oh wait, that's so cute, it's a heart. Aww. I wanted to see how they did this format with an audiobook. Let me tell you, that was a good choice on my part. I don't think I would enjoy this book if I didn't have the audiobook, because it kind of like brings character to the people I'm reading about. It's not just like words on a paper. If I didn't have this physical book, I don't think I would enjoy the audiobook. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like you have to have both of them to enjoy it, which is interesting. I've never read a book like that before. I felt like a government official who was like filing through all these reports that people gave me and like trying to figure out what happened to this colony, and it was really fun at the beginning. Now that that excitement has worn off, I've really gotten bored with this story. I feel like every single character that we see writes like a 12-year-old boy. I understand that a lot of these people are doing jobs that aren't theirs, so they may not be like perfect at professional writing, like in their reports and like letters to the captain of the ship and stuff, but nobody writes like this in real life. It's kind of aggravating me. They all literally sound like 12-year-old boys. Even the girls sound like little men. Yeah, I'll probably still finish it, but I might not give it a 5-star. So this is a reenactment of me finishing this book. I'm not claiming to be a good actor, so this might look a little silly, but it was crazy. I couldn't stand up and start filming because I was so excited about finishing this book. The ending was insane. Holy crap. The first half wasn't very good, but the ending definitely made up for it. There were multiple plot twists. I was just freaking out the whole time. Okay, let's talk about it. Wait, Finn's gotta be in frame. Hi, baby. Ah, mwah. What's up? Okay, so I was insanely wrong about this book. It's kind of funny because I went to go look on Goodreads and all of the bad reviews were like DNFs from the first 50% of the book, which was so funny because I was so close to DNFing this book in the beginning of it. And then literally everybody who finished the book gave it 5 stars. Okay, calm down. It was crazy, huh? Finn was with me the whole time. I don't even know what to say about this book. It's just, okay, once I stopped listening to the audiobook with it, I enjoyed it a lot more. Which is weird because I wasn't enjoying it at first when I didn't have the audiobook. But then once I kind of got the characters' like voices in my brain, I started enjoying it so much more without the audiobook because I could go at the pace I wanted to. This book is a lot more graphic and horrifying than I was expecting it to be. It is a little intense, a lot intense. And I don't even know what else to say about this book. Just, if you're planning on reading it, just know that you're not going to be into it for the first 100, 200 pages, but the ending is so cool. I don't even know how to describe it. It's crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this because I just didn't enjoy the beginning of the book. So like the whole first half of the book, I was not enjoying myself. So it's kind of crazy that I'm saying this, but I'm going to give this book 5 stars. So just for your information, my timeline on this video was really weird. This is actually the last book that I'm reading for this video, which means I have already read the next book that you're going to see. And in all the clips, I'm going to talk about how all of the books were flops because I was still currently hating this book when I filmed the next book. So it can be a little inside joke every time. Every time I talk about how bad the rest of the books were, me and you can chuckle a little together because all I want to say is this book had the biggest comeback of the century. Hello. Yes, I am still in this silly baggy outfit. I'm going to roll for my second book right now. Well, I guess it's my 4th book right now because I'm actually going camping tomorrow. I really want to read Illuminae with the audiobook, and I can't take an audiobook. Sorry, my dog is watching me right now. You're making me nervous. Stop. Why are you staring into my soul? Anyways, I can't really take an audiobook camping with me. Alright, you ready for the next roll? I love how she looks when she spins. It's so funny. Okay. Oh, dang it. I wanted Gorgeous. I wanted Gorgeous so bad. It's okay. So this is a book with a morally gray character, which sounds... This sounds extremely hard to pick because how would you really know that unless you've already read the book, you know? I said this last time, but I really want to read Divine Rivals right now, but I want it to count for this video. So I'm just gonna hurry and look up if it has morally gray characters. Hopefully I don't get anything spoiled for me. This is actually really, really dangerous. So this article that I found says that the characters are both layered and compelling, and I'm pretty sure that means morally gray. Okay, I know I'm kind of cheating here. I really want to read Divine Rivals, and I mean, they're at war and they're on opposite sides of the war, so I feel like there's got to be a little bit of a morally gray aspect in there, you know, because like war, yeah. Call it cheating if you want, but oh my gosh, what? I'm sorry, this book is beautiful. Holy moly. I'm dying. Oh my gosh, the writing is so tiny. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, call it cheating if you want, but it's not, because it kind of works. So come what you want, yeah, come what you want to. Hi. I hope you can hear me over the running water, but it's just so beautiful I can't bring myself to leave. Okay, so I've made it to the second section. It's called Letters from Afar, and can I just say, this book, oh my gosh, I love this book. I'm definitely getting the 6-star tingles. I just love it. I love everything about it. I think the romance is very, very well done. I think a lot of times enemies to lovers, it's not really enemies to lovers, but that kind of trope is like, the romance comes out of nowhere, and they never, like, it doesn't seem like they would actually fall in love with each other because of how horrible they treat each other. But in this book, I feel like they're doing like little tiny tender moments here and there really well, making it so the reader enjoys it. I will say, something about this book is that both of the main characters are reporters, which means that she includes a lot of like essays and articles and letters that they write, obviously. And she's undertaken a very hard challenge, which is to make the writers seem like just beautiful lyrical writers, which is hard because she's the one who has to be writing the letters that they're writing, but she's doing a very good job at making them seem like a different person is writing. And also just, it makes sense why everybody thinks that the main character is a really good writer, because the letters read like good writing. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this right, but it's a very hard thing to do, and I really applaud her for it. Yeah, I'm loving this book, and I love it even more that I'm reading it in such a beautiful place. Okay. Listen. This book is my new addiction. okay? I am so grateful that I enjoyed this book because all of the other books in this video so far have been flops, to say the least. They have not been great. But this book, death. Apparently this book has recently blown up on TikTok, which I did not know, but maybe TikTok is finally getting some taste because this is immaculate. That sounded mean, but no hate to anybody who enjoys book talk. I just have found that the style of books that usually blows up on book talk doesn't hit different for me. But this time, it did. I don't have TikTok, so I genuinely don't know how this happened while it was blowing up over there. It reminded me of, let me grab it. My dog is moving my camera. Yeah, it reminded me of Lovely War, which is one of my other all-time favorite books. It also reminded me of She Loves Me, which is like one of the cutest plays ever. And so I decided to read this book and it changed my life for the better. Roman is he's the blueprint, okay? I'm not even kidding when I'm saying that he might be replacing the spot in my heart that I have for pt.1. Oh, no, wait, I can't say that. That's not true. I don't know who I love more at this point. Also, look at the the beginning of this book is absolutely devastating. Okay, it's heart-wrenching. I cried within the first 100 pages probably 3 times, which I'm not a book crier. I just don't cry when I read books, but this book got me for many, many reasons. But then after all that sad stuff happens, bro, I'm kicking my feet, I'm giggling. It's adorable, and I literally stayed up till like 3 in the morning finishing this book. And it was so cute, but then at the very end, it got a little, you know? It was I was not giggling by the end, but in the middle, there was some cute stuff, butterflies going on, and then it ended, and I was like, oh no. And then I realized that the second book, I thought this was a standalone, but apparently it's a duology, and the second book comes out the day after Christmas. My girl Rebecca Ross giving us the best Christmas present there ever was. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and I really hope that you read it too, so that we can talk about it, because no one in my family will read it. Which is making me wonder why I even bother being in a family, but it's okay. Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I know it was pretty chaotic. I'm hoping that the next few videos I pick better books. I think I was kind of trying to go over my head reading a historical fiction and a nonfiction and a really long book. I get that those were the prompts, but I'm just feeling the next video I'm gonna get a lot better prompts. And maybe bingo next time? Probably not, but we can still shoot for it. Okay, with that, I will leave you. Tell me what you think of 1989 Taylor's version coming out. I'm super excited. I've been listening to it a lot lately to get like prepared for it, and I'm so pumped, and the vault tracks are gonna be stellar, I can already tell. Yeah, with that, I'm gonna end the video. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed making this video, so I'm definitely gonna make more of them. I'm hoping to get blackout on the bingo, but that would mean that I have to do this for a long, long time, which I might do. We'll never know. We'll see. Goodbye.